Hello, you beautiful Taurians. What? Alright, so I picked our name out of the jar. Bam. So Taurus is what we are doing for April energies. So let's see where we are first. Let's start with our oracles here. Find out where the Taurians' energy is. All right, so first out we have Taurus. We're in our knowing, right? Our awareness, taking our path, right? Following our intuition, because there's only one way. See, this is all covered, right? You can only go one way. Taurus is where we are, right? Because we're following our divine light. Exactly. That's kind of how I see it in this one here. Following our higher self, our intuition, right? Our inner knowing. And then we have, because we are healing grief, right? Using that old school wisdom that we have here, right? And following that intuition and that inner knowing through our journey, being focused on making it through our journey. What? All right, let's see where our story is for the Taurians for the month of April. Where is our energy for the Taurus for the month of April? The month of April. Okay, so we're starting out in our own energy with the King of Pentacles, right? We're hooked and hunkered into the earth here, right? Keeping ourselves grounded, being nurturing to ourselves, taking that time out to nurture ourselves from the inside out, right? Following our abundance. Holy cow. Okay, because then we have, because we're following new fires, new passions, new desires, new creative ideas, right? So this is our Ace of Wands, right? Following those creative passions, being nurturing to ourselves, right? Again, being guided by our divine light, healing ourselves. Yeah, see, because we have the Eight of Swords here, right? We've been guarding our heart. We haven't been talking. We've been putting ourselves on timeout in our reflections, right? Just kind of guarding ourselves, keeping ourselves just grounded, really, trying to work with that root chakra energy and keep ourselves grounded. So we've been really just kind of focused on building our soul tribe here. There's all the crows that are in there, right? Taking our power back. Again, to me, guarding our heart, that's healing the grief and being focused on moving through in the journey, Taurus, for the month of April. Yeah, see, because then we have the Eight of Pentacles, right? We're putting everything in its proper cup, right? Proper emotions. Filling ourselves with peace and love. There's all these, there's the peace and love and flowers all around us, right? So it's really just stepping into that journey, being focused on claiming our abundance and putting our emotions where they need to be with that open heart chakra, right? It's balancing all of our chakras to keep us in alignment. Well, and that's what puts us in the Nine of Pentacles, right? Rising like the Phoenix, being nurturing to ourselves, keeping ourselves grounded, keeping ourselves nurtured and abundant in our energy, right? Watering, seeding, planting, growing, right? And there's a little rabbit down here by her feet, and we know that a rabbit's foot is considered good luck in your journey. Right, connecting to your higher self. Us Taurians have been going through a major spiritual cycle within ourselves, and learning how to, we're getting clarity. Here's the Ace of Swords, Taurians, right? We're getting clarity. We're speaking our truth. We're working with the universe. We're learning how to manifest our abundance. Right, bringing our energies together, because there's two energies that are coming together in this clarity here, with your divine light. Right, so it's following the universe and melding those energies. Closing out a lack cycle. We have the Ten of Wands here, Taurus. So again, we're closing out those lack cycles, the things that are no longer serving us, and we are just like over the drama. To me, I just get like and just so over it, right? Just over it, ready to start new beginnings. Being nurturing to yourself, right? So this is closing out that lackless creative cycle, that Ten of Wands, right? Because we have the Ace of Wands. That's what comes, right, after we close out that cycle. Right, because we're stepping into our Empress energy, right? We're focused, speaking our truth, working with that solar and that sacral chakra energy that we have flowing through us here. And she's just sitting here, right? And to me, there's that open heart chakra, right? And again, this is using that intuition, that crown chakra is being lit up, right? So again, following your abundance, your path here. All right. So then we have the Two of Wands energy. Again, this is coming out, speaking your truth, right? Working with the universe here, right? Coming out with those creative, fiery passions, new desires, new things that you want to put in place for yourself. See, and this is like stepping into your abundance. See, this is all like the universe is blowing all this at you, right? So it's learning how to be in your Empress energy and receive. Because then we're closing out a major cycle here. We have the World card, right? So this is closing out an old lack cycle with the universe, right? And stepping into a whole new abundant journey. Speaking your truth, being focused, manifesting with the universe in that root chakra energy. And that's what gives you judgment. Judgment in your situation, right? You have to make that judgment call. You're at the crossroads now. Time to step into journey, your spiritual journey, right? Yeah, because then we have the Emperor energy. So we have the Empress and the Emperor energy, Taurians, for the month of April, right? This is the melding of your divine masculine and your divine feminine energies. And see, and with this one here, see, and that's usually the Emperor comes out when, because he is the one who works with the Ace of Wands, that creative, fiery, passionate, that, see, and he's like the divine protector for this energy here that's coming out in transformation, in her full being, in her light self, right? Yeah, see, because it's working. It's working with the universe. Equal give and exchange of energies. All right, so we have, starting out, we're in our awareness, right? We're following that intuition, being guided by our divine light. Healing grief, right? This is a 10, so it's closing out a cycle. So again, we also have, you know, us in our masculine energy, our King of Pentacles, keeping ourselves rooted, grounded, coming out with new passions, fires, and desires, right? Learning how to step into full heart, open heart chakra journey, right? By speaking our truth, manifesting, putting our emotions in the correct cup that they belong in, right? Going through our journey with peace and love, and finding harmony within ourselves. Keeping ourselves nurtured, rising like the phoenix, learning how to work with that root chakra energy, 1123, amen. Learning how to work with that root chakra energy, because we are stepping into a new journey, rising like the phoenix, right? Because we now have clarity, right? We're coming out speaking our truth about who we are, melding our masculine and our feminine energies in the month of April, because we're closing out a cycle, an old cycle of that lack, of procrastination, of hurt, of trauma, of not following our passions, our fires, and our desires, right? Because we're over that. Now it's all about following it, because that's what gives us our empress energy, right? Again, because you're coming out with 1212, amen. The Two of Wands, right? Coming out, speaking your truth, working with that root chakra energy and manifesting. Because you're in your Empress energy now, manifesting with the universe. Because you're closing out an old lack cycle, a major cycle. This has been 10 to 12 year massive cycle that we're closing out. So this is lots of emotions and lots of baggage. That's why the healing the grief, and that's why we have been guarding our heart on timeout, because this journey has not been the easiest, and it seems to have been the longest, craziest ride of our existence. But we've always been, as a Taurian energy, we've always been spiritual. We've just really stepped in to our calling over this last year. I started this channel a year ago, and so it has taken me a year just to get here, right? So I understand that this massive world cycle that we are closing out, this massive lack cycle with the universe of walking in this non-abundant, no self-confidence in your journey, right? Because there we are, bam, that's what gives us judgment again here in the month of April. It's because we're actually seeing, right? We're seeing how to work, opening that heart chakra for sure, because then we have the Emperor energy, right? That masculine Emperor energy. All right, let's see, what do we want to... Oh, yeah, so the ending energy for that one is the Chariot, darling. So this means that we are in alignment, right? We have been just fighting in this battle like we're wounded. See, he's got all these arrows sticking into his shoulder here. We've been wounded, burnt, right? But we have swords up, we're ready to come out, right? We're manifesting our abundance in that root chakra energy with the universe here, right? They're giving us what we need to keep going in our journey, right? Because then we have the Six of Swords, right? Birthing your abundance, moving to safer, calmer waters, swords down, right? Following your intuition, speaking your truth through strength. Massive strength in this journey, right? Because you've been building your soul tribe, your soul connections, right? This is part of your DNA. It's part of your abundance here. I don't know, can you see them? Yeah, there it is. See, there's the DNA. There's an eyeball. That's like the universe's eyeball, and here's our DNA. It's part of our abundance in this journey here, in being connected. Yeah, see, because we've been watering, nurturing, growing, right? Growing, right, which takes us to the sun, right? Our happy place. There's that solar chakra, that root chakra, and that sacral chakra. Being focused on our happiness, what makes us happy in this journey, through balance, right? Through temperance, tempering out those emotions. Beautiful. Yeah, I could keep going with the devil here, cutting the ties that bind, right? Cutting away the situations that no longer serve us in this journey, right? So let's clarify with some legacy. Alright, so I want to know about the, what is this new creative passion for the Taurus energy in April, for the Ace of Wands clarification. What are the new creative passions, desires, fires? Well, we're coming out and having faith, right? Having faith in our journey, manifesting our abundance in this root chakra energy, stepping out in the Queen of Swords energy, speaking our truth through our clarity, right? Cutting out old bullshit, old drama, any behaviors that do not serve us, and getting out of our head, being focused on speaking our truth, right? Not being and relying so much on our thoughts, right? Just kind of being present in the present and doing what needs to be done and working through that flow, right? To keep that vibe so we don't fall behind, right? Us Taurians, we're good at procrastination. And I can say that, boo-boos, because I'm a Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. I'm nothing but bull. So can't pull any wool over my eyes. I know exactly who we are. So then let's go ahead and clarify this Eight of Swords. Guarding our heart here. What are we guarding? Alright, we are guarding our heart because it's been broken, right? This is the Eight of Swords, right? We felt stuck in our emotions, like we couldn't move forward in our emotions because it's like we weren't speaking our truth in order to get us forward, right? And that's what gives us the Ace of Cups. This is what puts us in our Ace of Coins, in our grounding energy. And see, and there's a bee. When I did the Earth Babies weekly energy, the bees kept coming out, which means we're finding our purpose, right? So in April, we're stepping into our purpose, into full nurturing, right? Chasing our abundance here and keeping ourselves grounded through strength and balancing out that root chakra energy, right? Because then we have the Ace of Wands. So Ace of Wands, with the Ace of Wands. Again, it can't be any more clearer, right? This is coming out, fighting for new, for new creative ideas, right? New creative passions, fire, desire, just that creative energy for living life, seeing the beauty and the abundance that's being offered to us, walking away from bullshit and old emotions that no longer serve us, right? Just turning our back on it. We're in our emotions, see, but we're not drowning in our emotions. We are just turning our back on the emotions that no longer make us feel good, because we are looking at our happiness. 2020, amen. Because we have been, now we have the Three of Coins, right? So this is collaborating, building that journey, right? Nurturing yourself from the inside out, working on those pinnacles, working on collaboration for your future, building those strong foundations, right? Because we have been, again, we're on timeout, right? Five of Cups. Stop about those emotions, right? We were feeling in lack of these emotions. Earth babies, we don't do emotions very well. Amen. So again, so we were feeling in lack. That's why we had to turn our back on all the emotions that no longer served us. And then we had to focus on collaborating with our higher self to bring in our abundance. So that's why we were guarding our heart during this time here, because we were kind of all just kind of put on timeout right now so the earth could heal, which forced us all into healing and transformation, right? So let's see, what else do I want to clarify here? Well, we have the Four of Wands, right? Running after our happiness. This is our 1111 card. Keeping ourselves grounded. See, allowing our emotions to free fall, right? Being in your emotions, but not drowning in them. Because these emotions are what is pushing you forward, keeping you forward on that path, right? To that happiness, to what makes you happy. So let's clarify the Ace of Swords, the clarity that's coming in. Speaking our truth. All right, we have the clarity that we have. Speaking our truth is because we are in the Hanged Man position, right? Or getting, well, it was upside down. Now I can see it, 22, 28. It was upside down. So this is, again, see, we were in that pause, in that timeout, getting a different view, right? Kind of twisting in the air, just kind of looking around, seeing what was going on, right? Well, it's upside down, which means we're done. We're ready to come out. We're no longer in that hanged man position, feeling stuck, right? We have a new perspective on our journey right now, which is causing us to come out in the Knight of Wands, right? In that new root chakra energy, making movement to our passions, fire and desires, right? Making that movement. The Ace of Swords clarified by the Ace of Swords. I can't make this shit up. So the Ace of Swords is clarified again by the Ace of Swords. Making movement. We're getting clarity from our higher self, our spiritual guides, the universe, right? And see, this is us coming out flying, right, in April. That's why we were taking that time, that pause out. Right, to be in our emotions, right, to be in our emotions, to feel our emotions. This is a page, right, so this is baby emotions. This is not making that movement. This is about being on pause, to be in your emotions and release them with love. The 2355, amen. The emotions that no longer serve us. Because again, here's the other Ten of Swords. Closing out another cycle here, right? Again, of not speaking our truth. This time we are coming out focused on speaking our truth in our true energy and being authentic. You can't make everybody happy, and we understand that now, right? And so it's about really coming out and getting out of this lack mentality, right? Opening that heart chakra and following your abundance. For those new beginnings, 2444, amen, what, see? For those new beginnings, you beautiful earth babies. New beginnings. All right. Let's see what this Ten of Wands is here. Let's see what cycle is the Earth babies closing out with this Ten of Wands. Yeah, see, we're coming in again, Knight of Coins. So again, this is making movement. It's been slow, steady progress, right? See, that's why we're getting rid of it in the Ten of Wands, right? It's been a burden. It's been weighing us down. We haven't been able to see clearly. So once we just dropped that energy, that put us in movement. 2555, amen. 5, 6, 7, see, there's the 7, and then 55 is 10, closing out an old cycle, lack of nurturing, right? Again. So that puts us in movement. This month is, for April, this is all about setting yourself up and getting yourself in alignment. Earth babies, because we feel it energetically. We feel it. Yeah, see, the High Priestess again, this is your dreams, your intuition, and your secrets hold the answer here in the month of April, right? Because that's what, again, we have the Chariot, then we have the Emperor and the Empress, the melding of our energies, closing out an old lack cycle and re-manifesting with the universe here. Our creative passions, fires, and desires, right? Because that's the Two of Wands. It's building, like building from scratch, just tearing it down and building from scratch. I think we're just going to leave it there. Yeah, see, again, yeah, totally. So then we got the Eight of Pentacles. Again, this is learning, studying, guiding, right? Writing down, that's how we manifest. Earth babies. Yeah. See, it's about seeing it so we can see it. So we can see it to build our abundance. Yeah, it's definitely why we got to keep strength while going through these changes. Again, there's that, it's in our DNA. So in the month of April, Taurians, we are in our awareness, we're in our awakening, our enlightenment, right? We're following our divine light, and we're healing all that grief, opening that heart chakra, and getting rid of all that past emotional drama. Releasing everything with love. That way you can allow for your higher self to step in, and you can meld your masculine and your feminine energies, because that's really what's important for you guys, I should say us guys, in the month of April, for sure. So we can step into alignment, right? And take our journey where we see our journey going, right? Because we do have a melding of energies for the Earth babies, an Emperor and an Empress energy, which means the Empress is in her energy. She has mastered all 4 of her lessons, and the same for the Emperor is mastering all 4 of his energetic lessons, speaking his truth, opening that heart chakra, keeping their self grounded and following their creative passions, fires, and desires, right? And this is doing that together, equal give and take in the relationship, and this is building together. Building your abundance together. Yeah. That's why it's taken us forever. to make movement, to want to build, right? 2929, amen. To build, because here we have been listening and following our intuition, and our intuition has been off, right? Our spirit guides have been blocking us on certain things. So that's what I got for the month of April, Taurians. We're really stepping into a good place, into a good part of our journey, rising like the phoenix, making movement, and really stepping into our Empress energy. And that's where we need to be. We need to be able to meld our masculine energies and our feminine energies, because that's what's going to take us where we need to go. So big peace. Oh my God, so big love. I'm totally out, and I will rock star with you guys again whenever I'm called to do another video. Okay? Peace out.